Hello, very warm welcome. Let's talk about the talented Dutchman, Max. Now, I'm not going to say his surname because every time I do, people absolutely rinse me. But Max has come out and said he doesn't see himself as a 2021 F1 title favourite. Now, of course, before the season, he's playing down his chances. But given Red Bull's impressive test, people are saying Red Bull are the favourites. Now, in this article that I'm going to read, it does basically say Mercedes like to build it up, Red Bull are favourites, and then they come in and smash it out the park. And Max basically says that in an interview with the Dutch TV station Ziggo Sport. Max is world class. My best ever video on YouTube was regarding Max and that 2016 Brazil Masterclass where he passed the whole field. Even back in Toro Rosso I said he'd be world champion. There's something special about him, and it's been criminal really that he's never fought for a title. Winning on his debut for Red Bull, this is a special talent, but he has to fight for a title. He's going to look back on his career. He's going to be a fantastic talent, but he's got to fight for the title. He has to. Otherwise, he's got to leave Red Bull. Simple as that. And he's got to hope that Red Bull pull their finger out in 2022. But could this be the year he finally fights for the title with Hamilton? So let's get into it. Max still believes Mercedes are the favourites heading into the new Formula 1 season. As I record this Sunday, so a week away and we will be lights out. Max is downplaying his chances. Max led Red Bull to the top of the timesheets as the team enjoyed a very smooth test with a lot of mileage, and yeah, they look quick, reliable. Sergio Perez had a good test as well. The RB16B looks very handy. Contrasting Red Bull's strong test, Mercedes had a dismal test, with Valtteri Bottas having a gearbox issue and Lewis Hamilton having 2 spins, and the rear end of the Mercedes looked all over the shop. Now, were they running high fuel? Were they turning the engine down? Mercedes says it's yet to fully understand. So we have Mercedes basically saying Red Bull are favourites, and now Max is saying Mercedes are favourites. So it's role reversal. Max does not believe Mercedes has lost its favourite tag, saying the data Red Bull had from the test showed that there's still plenty of pace to come from the black cars. You can see on the data, of course, what they are doing, he said to Dutch TV. They did their fastest lap with less power, and then 2 laps taking it easy, and then the next lap with half a second more power from the engine. But now that things have been a little more difficult in the beginning, of course they try to make us favourites, Red Bull. And then when they are up there again, it's all genius. They did the same last year at some of the races on Friday. Now that is a big point by Max, and he is correct. Mercedes, they used to have bad Fridays. They would give Red Bull hope that they can have a strong weekend. And they did used to do that, Mercedes. And then when it came to qualifying, they absolutely smashed it out the park. They did the same last year at some races on Friday. Red Bull looks very strong. But deep down I knew that wasn't the case, and then on Saturday they're there again, and it's like, oh, wonderful. I don't see myself as the favourite at all. If you have been so dominant in the last 7 years and have such a dominant car, even if the worst flaw under your car, you're still good. So I still see Mercedes as the favourite. And it's going to be interesting. I still see Mercedes as the favourites. Even if Mercedes do struggle for the first 3 races, they will get it right at some point. And given how dominant Mercedes have been as a team, the leadership, they've absolutely dominated the hybrid era. I can't see them crumbling when the cars are near enough just a role reversal. So, but as fans of Formula 1, we want another team in the fight, because if it's Hamilton v Bottas, it's one-sided. If we have Mercedes v Red Bull, it could get exciting. And now Red Bull have a driver who they can play with strategy, where they never had that with Albon and Gasly. Sorry, Perez, I believe, will be a lot closer to Max. Therefore, Red Bull will have a lot more points in the constructors, and they can play with strategy in the race. But yeah, I think as Formula 1 fans, we'd all love to see a Hamilton v Max for the title. I believe the same outcome would happen, given Lewis has been there, done it. And yeah, but I don't know when I said, I think it was 2016, 2015 was it? I'd have to look. I said, I could look now to be honest. This is how early I called it. It's one of my top videos. I said Max would be a world champion, and he was driving for Toro Rosso. But he's just got something about him. You know it when they've got it. Here we go. Max will be a future world champion.
Hello and a very warm welcome. Max Verstappen, the brightest young talent we have in F1. Lewis Hamilton will always be my number one, but Max Verstappen...
I sound half asleep. 13th of July 2016. He was in, and I said he's going to be world champion. He will be world champion. I kind of find it strange that he's been at Red Bull for so long and he's never fought for a championship, but yeah. I hope for the sport that Max and Hamilton can fight for the title. I really hope Red Bull can pull their finger out, because usually with Red Bull they start slow and then they become good when the title's already gone. Hopefully my team McLaren can be up there in the mix. I would love that, but I think if McLaren could get third again, that would be acceptable given the difference. But Max doesn't see himself as the favourite for the 2021 title. He thinks Mercedes are playing down their car, basically. Max still thinks Mercedes are going to dominate. Mercedes turning the engine down, just playing with the F1 fans, and come Bahrain, they're going to dominate. And I wouldn't be surprised. And he said they've done it previously in the races. But as F1 fans, we want the fight, don't we? As a Hamilton fan, I would welcome a title fight with Max. 100%. I'd welcome a title fight with Max, because if it's a title fight with Bottas, there's only one winner. As we've seen for the last bloody 17, 18, 19, 20. It's going to be interesting. I cannot wait for the season. Of course, it's getting closer now. A week, this time next week, it will be lights out and away we go. We've got a busy week ahead with preview to the Bahrain Grand Prix. Qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings. I can't wait. But Max, playing down his chances. Is he a title contender? The questions that we are asking will be answered come qualifying on Saturday. Practice we won't even know, because again you can turn the engine down, but qualifying is where it's at. I hope we see a fight between Max and Lewis. I feel like the sport needs it after Mercedes one-sided. But it's not Mercedes' fault that they're so dominant. They've done a better job than everyone else. That is facts. Comment down below your thoughts. I would love to know. And it's going to be interesting. Can Red Bull fight for the title? Can Max fight for the title? His first time as well in Formula 1.